So now we'll start
Yeah.
SQL constraints. Okay, constraints. So today we'll start constraints. So constraints are nothing but rules. Okay, rules defined on table columns. Okay, so simply constraints are nothing but we are going to create rules on table columns. Okay, so in order to restrict unwanted data. Okay, in order to restrict unwanted data. Unwanted data. So first list out constraints. So we see primary key constraint, unique constraint, not null constraint, check constraint, default, and foreign key constraint. We will call it as references. So referring foreign key is nothing but it will refer primary key that we will see. So we will see one by one, then you will get clear. The first one, primary key constraint. So primary key is nothing but it will allow unique plus not null data into the table columns. If you create primary key on any column, it will allow only unique data and not null data. So primary key, so data should be unique and not null. Create a table and insert the data, then you will get clear picture. So unique plus not null. So now I will create a table. Create table. Create table. Some SSD org. SSD or create table. Table name. So here I am taking employee number. So before going to create table, I will discuss all the primary key and then we'll create a table with all the constraints at a time. Okay. So primary key is nothing but unique plus not null. Coming to unique, unique means it allows unique data. Okay. That means
Yes.
no duplicates are allowed. If you keep a rule of unique on a column, no duplicates are allowed.
Okay.
Next, not null. So not null constraint. So if you keep a constraint, not null constraint on a column, then it will not allow nulls. Nulls are not allowed. But we know that every null is unique. That we need to keep in mind. Every null is unique. We discussed earlier. Every null is unique. And coming to check constraint. So check constraint is nothing but we can create conditions. We can define conditions. Okay, conditions on columns. For example, if I am creating a check constraint on salary column, so I will say minimum of salary should be 1,000. That means if any person is going to insert below 1,000, it will not take. So that is one example in conditions. I will show you. But here check constraint is nothing but you are going to define a condition on columns. So this is one example. That means we are saying that I will not allow, this column will not allow salary grade. That means I will create a check constraint on sal, saying that salary should always be greater than or equal to 1,000. Okay, if anyone is going to insert below 1,000, is unable to, you will get an error that you violated the rule, like that. Okay. Next, coming to foreign key. Foreign key constraint. Okay. Foreign key constraint. So foreign key is nothing but it refers primary key column. That means we created primary key. Primary key is nothing but it will allow only unique and not null.
Not null, yeah.
Okay, data should be unique and not null. So what primary key? How we create primary keys? Primary key is nothing but we are going to refer. Foreign key is nothing but we are going to refer primary key column. Okay, that we will see. Okay, here for foreign key, we are going to use a keyword called references. Okay, that we will see. Now we will see creating a table with all these constraints. So employee number, create table name, employee number, data type, and now for employee number, I am creating primary key. So we know up to here how to create a table, but now we created a rule beside that how column name, data type, and the constraint name. Okay. Next one, employee name, varchar 2 of some 30 I am giving. So here I will say, please follow unique names. Okay. And next one, job. This also I will see varchar 2 of 10. We'll take another line. Okay, varchar 2 of some 10. And I will say not null. That means don't pass null to this column. Next, salary. Salary number. And here I will write a check condition saying that check off salary greater than 1,000. Salary number and the check condition I have created. Next, location column I'm writing. Location. Where char 2 of I will take some 20. Okay, I'm taking another line. 20. And here I will say if you don't pass, okay, here I miss what? Default constraint. So default constraint. So default constraint, what it do is, if you don't pass any value, we can give a default value. When no value is passed, default value gets inserted. Gets inserted. So what is the use of default constraint? Default constraint will give default values. That means if nothing is inserted into that column, by default, default value gets inserted. So that is the use of default constraint. So here location varchar default. So I am giving, for example, Hyderabad. So if nothing is passed to location column, Hyderabad will be the default location. Okay. Now I will create a table and insert the data. You will understand. Yeah. So now what? Table created. So now I am inserting the data. Insert into SSD underscore org. Okay. Values. Okay. So what I will do is different sort of values I am going to insert here. So first one, 1 comma Ram, saying that he is analyst, and what is I said job analyst, and the salary I am simply 10,000 I am including, and he is from Delhi. So this is a normal insert. So here all columns are there. So one row inserted. The next one, the same thing I am again copying below, but here I will change the. Okay. Okay. So here, so now the constants are there on my table, SSD org. If I start inserting the same record again, what happens we see? See, now what happened? We got a violation saying that unique constraint violated. Okay. It also mentioned, so duplicate key, inserting a duplicate key. So that means our first column is what? Primary key. So, so don't pass. It is saying that don't pass the same one here. So here we got what? Violation. Okay. So what violation we got? Unique constraint violated. So violation we got here. So now what I will do is I will change and see. So now I am keeping 2 here. And now again I am inserting the same record. Other values are same now. But again I got a violation. Why? Because our second column is again a unique column. Is it? Our second column is a unique column. Because see here, unique constraint violated. Why? Because we create for employee number primary key, which is unique plus not null. For e-name, we create unique. So that's why here Ram, same name we cannot pass here. So simply I'm changing the name now. So now I will try to insert. So now one row inserted. So what happened after changing the, so that we need to see whether it is allowing or not. So here we got again the violation. So that's why now the second record get inserted because it is meeting our conditions. The next one. So next what I will do, I will pass null to the first one. Okay. And the second one I will give other name instead of now I will try again violation. Why? Because inserting null. Why? Because our first column is primary key. Primary key means it will not allow nulls. So again one more violation. So that's why, so primary key is nothing but you need to allow unique plus not null. So now I will give 3. But here the second column what I will do, it is unique. Unique means if I pass null, what happens we see. Okay. Let's see now. See one row inserted. That means see, I said no, every null is unique. That's why nulls are inserted in unique constraint.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now it is clear for you that in unique we can pass the nulls, but in primary key you cannot pass nulls. Okay. So that is the point here. And next this row inserted. Now we will go with other number, other name Vijay. And now what is our job? It is not null constraint. We created what? Not null constraint on job. So we will try to pass null in job. Definitely it will gets violated. Why? Because not null means it will not allow null. So now here I will say some no. So now, okay. So it's a character string. So now if I insert, it will say now again null constraint violation. Why? Because our third column is a not null column. Okay.
Correct.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So now here we got a violation. So now what we will do, we will not pass null in the third column. So here for Vijay. So here some developer. So we are not passing null. Now we'll clear the chart. This, if you see, one row insert. The next constraint, check constraint. Now for the check constraint, we see what happened. So again, I'm taking the new record 5. Ramesh. Okay, tester. And now I am trying to give him a 900 here. But what the check we have given greater than 1000 we have given. So now what happens? See? Now another violation got check constraint violated. Okay. Violation. So why? Because our condition is it is not meeting our condition that is greater than 1000. So if I pass 1000 also it will not work. Why? Because simply I give greater than. So 1001 it will work. So now see one row inserted. So this is about check constraint. Next coming to the default constraint. And then we will see the primary key. So in default case, what I will do is I will only give few columns. That means I will miss the location column now. First one is what? Employee number. The second one is e-name, and the next one is salary, and the, sorry, job and the salary. So if you are passing only few columns, in insert what we do, we will mention that columns only. So we will remove the location here. Okay, everything is same. Okay, Suresh, I will write. Okay, manage. Okay, so now I am inserting the data. One row inserted. Here we did not pass which value. Now we will see all our inserted records. SSD underscore org. See our records we are able to see now. And see, I did not pass location to the Suresh, but location is defaultly generated. So default constraint will insert the records if the value is not get passed. Clear now? Now
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
to foreign key constraint. So for foreign key, I am going to create a child table. So we can also refer the foreign key in the same primary key as well. That means in the same primary key table only. But here I am making a separate table to show you the foreign key usage. Okay. Uh, so already ss underscore org is there. So I am creating one more table, create table ssd underscore attendance I am making. So this table is now going to refer which table? SSD org table, and which column I am going to refer is employee number column of SSD. Okay. So now here in this what I am doing here also employee number column I am creating the same column again, or else I will change to show need to show the difference. Okay. The employee ID is created. Employee ID number. So here I will use a keyword called references. So from which table I want to refer? SSD underscore org. And what is the column I am going to refer? Employee number. Okay. And next column, simply I am writing some attendance, like present or absent, like that way. Some attendance. So simply I am giving care. Care is like if default it will accept one character. Okay. So only one constant I am giving, that is foreign key. For foreign key, for with which keyword we can refer by using references. So from the table of the column. So the syntax is what? Column name, data type, constraint, and the parent table. That means parent table, why we call it as the referred table is called as a parent table. So and the column. So now I am going to create this table. So our table attendance is created. Now I will start inserting data into the attendance. See, what is the advantage of primary key, foreign key is foreign key always refer these values only. That means now our attendance we can take only for 6 members only. If
Okay.
you want to take attendance for 7th person, it will not accept. Why? Because our our employee ID is referring this employee numbers. It can access only the numbers what are there in the employee numbers. Got
Mhm.
it? So that
Yeah.
means if there is only 6, you can do up to 1, 2, 3. If you drop this record, If you delete this record, and if you are planning to insert attendance for 3 in child table, it will not allow. Got it? So we will see all that cases and you will understand. Okay. Now I am inserting the record. Insert into table name values, simply 1 comma p. So that means what? Employee number is present. So now 1 is already there. That's why no issues. Okay. I'm just no issues. So again, one more thing. For foreign key column will allow duplicates. It is not a unique. So one more time I want to insert the same record. You can insert. But primary key is unique. Foreign key is not unique. You can insert. That means the same person can give attendance n number of times in this table. Got it? Any doubt, Prashant?
Yeah, it is like key. Ultimately,
So,
it is just referring to the primary key.
but it allows duplicate.
It allows duplicate data.
Ah, that's the difference. So we will think like primary key it is referring, it is also like primary key. No. Here in foreign key, it can allow twice, twice not like can allow the duplicates. So now if you see in SSD attendance, the same employee is given attendance 2 times. Okay. So now I will try to insert one more record. 2. Uh, got it. 3 is also there. You can give it. No issues. Okay. For example, I will. He is absent, third employee, inserted. Now if you check and see, so the records which are there, now I am planning to insert the employee ID which is not there in the table. So now 7. So here we got an integrity constraint issue because parent key not found. Got it? So why? Because here in our parent table, 7 is not there. So that's why what kind of error we got? Parent key not found. Integrity constraint. Got it? So foreign key is nothing but it is always referring parent key. So that means primary key. So primary key is nothing but it will allow unique plus not null, but foreign key it allows duplicates, but it will only access what are the values there in primary key column. Got it? So this is about foreign key. Clear not till here any doubts?
No, clear.
Okay. Yeah, one row insert. So now our table, if you see finally, what are the records we inserted that are there? I'm just committing the things. So this is about constraints. Clear about constraints now? Now
Yeah.
we will go with another topic in constraints only, that is cascading constraints. That means cascade constraints. Cascade constraints. So in cascade constraints, we see 3 options. One is on delete restrict. Okay. So this is called default scenario. I will explain, no issues. Okay. On delete restrict. And next one is on delete set. And the next one is on delete cascade. Okay. So generally cascading constraint is nothing but if you are going to delete records in the parent table, is there any impact on the child table or not? We need to see now. Okay. That means here when we are using primary key and foreign key, what scenario approach? Parent and child relation gets approach. Is it?
Yes.
So if you are creating primary key and foreign key is nothing but you are creating a parent and child relation between the two columns. Is it? So now we have our two tables. So the parent table is what? Select star from SSD underscore org. Okay, SSD underscore org, which is having the following records. Okay, and the child table what we are having is SSD underscore attendance. Okay, so this is having the attendance. Now, what happen if I delete a record in parent table? We will see. So now I am deleting the record of SSD where employee ID equal to in SSD we have the column name employee number equal to 1. But you see in attendance table the record for 1 is there. Okay, but I am going to delete entire this record from the parent table. Will it allow? We will see, run and see. So what happened? You cannot delete. Why? Because child record found. Okay. So I said in cascade constraint, our first scenario is what? On delete restrict scenario. Okay. So
Okay.
on delete restrict means it is a default scenario. It is not possible to delete parent record, okay, unless child record gets deleted. You can delete, but before deleting the parent record, child record needs to get deleted. So this scenario is called on delete restrict. So now I want to delete. So first what I need to do? I need to delete record from child and then parent. So now delete record from child and then parent. So now I am trying to delete from child. So delete from SSD underscore attendance. Where so here the column name is employee ID equal to 1. Now first I delete this. So what happened? There are two rows, no, two rows deleted. Okay. So after deleting, I need to commit to make that transaction permanent. So I am committing and then I use the delete command on our table. So before that, I will check the attendance table, whether my record is deleted or not. SSD attendance. Now if you see here, so our one record is deleted. Now I am deleting the parent table. Now it got deleted. So on delete restrict case, how you can delete the child? By using, first you need to delete the child record,
Delete the child record, then you have to delete the parent record.
parent record. So now the parent record gets deleted. So I need to commit the transaction. Yes. Clear now? Clear about on delete restrict?
Yeah, yeah.
So next, the other case, what I said is,
These are basically default, no, like need not to put
ah,
anywhere. Like it is a
yeah, yeah, it's a default case. If there is a constraint, primary key and foreign key, so
yeah,
these steps we need to follow to delete a record.
yeah.
Directly, you cannot delete like this. So that's why I'm saying that. Okay. And now coming to on delete set null. So while creating the table only, we will say the constraint when I am deleting the parent record, set child record to be null. Okay. So this is not a default scenario. We need to create it in that manner. So now what I will do is I will again, what I will do is I will drop the two tables and just create again. Okay, okay. I will just drop the attendance table and create it again. Okay, so this is our attendance table. I am creating here in the, okay, I'm creating here. So before that, what I need to drop? So I can drop the child table directly because it is not having any chain. So it is the, so I can drop directly first. So I am dropping it. So attendance table got dropped. Now what I will do is I will create it again. But here, so what I am going to do, you see. So here what if I am mentioning references, here I need to give a keyword called on delete, on delete set null, because you are referring primary key. But what you need to say here, you are saying on delete set null means when you are deleting the record, please set this value as null of the parent. Because so this is the syntax, how we write. So now I am creating the table. Okay, 2 times comma is there. So that's the issue. So now I am creating the table. Now I am starting the same inserts again. Directly I will insert all the records at a time. Yeah. So here we got one violation saying that one is not there because we already deleted no in parent. So that's the issue. Okay. Anyhow, okay, keep it that you will know again. So now we will see what are the records there in our attendance table. Okay. 2, 3, and 6 are there. So now I am committing the transaction. So now the same operation I am going to perform. So delete from parent table ssd underscore org, where employee number equal to 2, because we already deleted 1. Now 2 is there. 2 I am deleting. So now what happens if I delete? It will allow? Yes, it is going to allow. But we will check our attendance table. First we will check our parent table and then we will check our attendance table. So after deleting in the parent, so our second record is deleted. Now I am committing the transaction. Then if I see the child record, see in place of the value for the other column is there, but employee ID is set null. Why? Because this reference is now deleted. Understood?
Yeah.
Clear now? One more example shall I say? Now again I will delete second, third record. Then we will see the two tables. Simply 6 I will delete it. Again, one row deleted. Check the two tables. 6 is deleted. And now see the child table. It's set as null. So now I am committing the transaction. So now you understood now? On delete set null scenario.
Yeah.
So now again the other scenario we will go. That is on delete cascade. Okay. The same operations again I am performing. We'll copy all these things and okay, here delete operation again. Yeah. Our third scenario is what? On delete cascade. Okay, on delete cascade. So now again I am dropping the table. So now I am going to write instead of on delete set null cascade. So how you are writing? Create table, table name, employee ID, data type, referencing parent table, column name, and you are saying on delete cascade. Okay, and the other column, comma, other column, and the data type. So now, okay, we dropped, I think. Okay, we already dropped it. And then table is created. And now here, so we need to check our parent table, what are the records there? So that records only we can insert. SSD underscore org. Okay, only 3, 4, and 5 are there. So now I am going to insert 3, 4, and 5. Only these 3 records I'm going to insert. Okay, 3 records inserted. And now if you check your table, the 3 records are there. So now again the scenario. I am going to delete the record from the parent table, ssc underscore org. So which record? Where? So what on delete cascade will do is, if you delete the record from parent, okay, without impacting the child table, parent table record gets deleted. Okay, we will see after deleting, you will understand. So where employee number equal to 3. Now if you insert one row, sorry, if you delete one row deleted, and now if you check your child table, okay. So what happened? Child table record also get deleted. I thought without impacting, okay, it's not impacting, not. It is going to delete the child record. Cascading means if you are deleting the parent record, automatically child record gets also deleted. Got it?
Yeah.
So fourth record if I delete. So if you are deleting parent record from the parent record, so automatically child record also gets deleted. Okay. So this is on delete cascade. Okay. So now coming to other topic. Okay. So there is a usage of cascade constraint command. Okay. So where we use cascade constraints keyword. So we see now on delete set null, on delete set null, on delete cascade, and on delete restrict is a default case. But where we use cascade constraint is, so now here till now we see deleting the records. Okay. But now if I want to drop the table, can I drop parent table without dropping the child table?
No.
Dropping means it is we are completely removing the SSORG table, which is already there. So we have only one record in that SSC org as of now. Okay. So, but I'm dropping the table. We'll see what happens if we write a drop. So what it is saying, so you cannot drop the table because table is referred by a foreign key. So although we just modified with what? On delete cascade, but this works only for delete operation only. On delete only it will work. But on drop it will not work. Is it?
Yeah.
So that's why here if you want to drop parent table, okay, without touching. So if you want to drop parent table, the only scenario is what? You can drop child first. Okay. Drop table SSC SSD underscore attendance. And then you need to drop the SSD underscore org. That means first you need to drop the parent child, reverse case child, and then you need to drop the parent. Okay. But my intention is that I need to drop the table without affecting the child table. So then here we can use cascade constraint. So cascade is nothing but you are going to remove the constraints and drop the table. Okay. So now you see if I drop cascade constraint, see table gets dropped. Okay. So here violated, but here you are able to drop. Now if you check our table SSD underscore org, table not exist. Now shall we see our attendance table? So see, without impacting attendance table, a parent table get dropped. So what command you use? Cascade constraint, which is nothing but you are dropping constraints and then you are dropping the parent table. So that is the meaning of cascade constraint. Clear, Prashant?
Yeah, clear, clear, clear.
Okay. So this is about constraints. So what we see in constraints, just we'll have a overview again. So what we see in constraints. So in constraints, we see primary key, unique, not null. Okay. Unique, not null, check, default, and a foreign key. And we also see the special cases in constraint, that is on delete restrict, on delete set null, on delete cascade. Okay. And while dropping the table without impacting child table, so we use cascading constraint.
Yeah.
Okay.